What up, y'all? It's Mani G, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're doing our eyebrows, okay? Nobody asked me to do this, like I said, but I changed the way I do my eyebrows since the last time. And here we go. We're just gonna hop right into it. Here, I'm just showing you all the stuff that you need, well, that I use, in case you're interested. The main products, I'm going to link them in my description. So first I take the NYX Eyebrow Glue. And I just comb that glue through my hairs and my brows. So basically what you want your eyebrows to look like you just got electrocuted. You want to look crazy. Then you want to take the spoolie of any brush that you have that has a spoolie in the end and just press that product into the hair so they will stick up. Okay, it's gonna look crazy, but remember, like every beauty guru says, trust the process. Yeah, so my eyebrows are uneven, so I tried to get them to look semi-identical in the sense that they look like sisters at least. So I try to get them perfectly arched. You want to keep doing this until like your eyebrows feel like they have a little tug to them, like they're kind of tacky and basically dry. I'm telling you, this glue like holds every single hair. Like, I love this glue. I wish there was more product in the tube, but I prefer this over the Anastasia Brow Freeze. And that went viral on TikTok, but it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give for $20-something. This is $8, okay? And I feel like it honestly really does have like a better hold. So then I take my NYX gel, eyebrow gel. I love this stuff. Like, I always pass by it in the store. I never really gravitated towards it, but I took a makeup class in the spring, and the instructor, she recommended this. At first I hated it because I was like, I don't understand how to use this. But basically when you're using this, like, you got to make sure you're ready to use it because it dries down super duper fast. So when I'm doing my brows, I like to start in the middle arch area of my brow to create the tail. And I try to like connect the arch to the tail with light strokes. I feel like typically where sometimes I go wrong when doing my brows is when I just kind of like I make like a harsh line, and it gives like pencil Sharpie eyebrows. So I'm really into like the microbladed eyebrow look. I feel like it's really flattering on pretty much everybody. So that's what I strive for when I do my brows. They don't always come out the way I want them to. That's why I hate doing brows. But this is the most important step in your makeup, because the eyebrows set the tone of your makeup, okay? But unfortunately, yeah, like my eyebrows, they're uneven. So it looks like I'm always winking at you, but oh my god. But I try to make do with what I got, because you know what, God gave me these brows and I'm just gonna work my way around it. You understand what I'm saying? Cool. So then I just lightly like create like little fake hairs to mimic my own eyebrows. And then I take like this spoolie end and I kind of try to like brush in the product. Like, I like them to look, like I said, on the natural side, you know? So then I take my NYX Lift and Snatch pen, and I use this to kind of create extra like fiber hairs in my brows. This gives it a little bit more dimension. I really like this product because I feel like it's forgiving in the sense. So like if you press down way too hard on it and it like a little bit of extra product comes out, like you can tap it with your finger and it'll like kind of like tone it down a little bit. So I highly recommend this. Go in with a very light hand, and I'm telling you, once it dries down, like it really gives you like that natural like eyebrows. But I mean, honestly, at the point where I was like using the glue on my brows and I was like shaping it, a lot of people who have like really like full brows, like they could stop there and use this pen for extra dimension and leave it there. But like my eyebrows aren't like super full, so I just use this as like an added step. But as you can see here, like a little bit extra product came out, so I just took the spoolie part of my brush and I kind of just like tried to blend it a little bit, and you know, and then like I use my finger obviously to kind of like get rid of it. But don't freak out. I know my brows still look crazy and they look uneven, but once I shape them with the concealer, they look better. So yeah, guys, take your time, girl. Take your time. If you got time, because if you're going to work like and your brows are stressing you, just try again the next day. So okay, so at this point, this is what I do when I realize like one eyebrow is a little bit bigger than the other, or one has a little bit more of shape to it, or they're not even, which is usually the case. I take a makeup wipe and I try to tone down the arch of my brow, but I don't really fix it until like I'm done shaping it with concealer. So I'm gonna take my MAC 212 brush, and this brush is great because it has a straight edge, so you're basically depending on the shape of this brush to carve out your brows. So when you do your brows, as far as this step, you don't have to like go right underneath your brow, because sometimes, like, you know, we're human, we move and we have nerves and stuff, so it's like sometimes our hands might be a little shaky. I would say just start like kind of like a little bit underneath your brow, not right underneath, but like a little bit, so any extra product that's on the brush, it'll just be on your lid and it won't go into your eyebrow. Because once you get the concealer on your brow, on your like where you did your brows, it's hard to get off. Like it's really annoying. So I'm just really depending on the shape of the brush to give me that crisp clean look. And the concealer that you want, listen, I'm not saying you have to use Milani, but like, why not? It's affordable and it's super good and it's full coverage, you know, so if your brows aren't shaped already, like it does a good job of like hiding like the extra hairs. But you want to get like a matte concealer, something that's matte, something that's a little self-setting. And when I say self-setting, I mean like, so when you put it on, it's not gonna be slipping and sliding everywhere. Like it's gonna dry down basically on its own. Then you want to take a fluffy brush. I love this brush. It came in a set, and I just basically blend out the concealer, but I barely take the brush off my face, off my brow bone. I just really blend that into my skin. And yeah, so I think what I was trying to say like in this part of the video is that like when you blend it, don't beat yourself up. Be very light-handed, because when you blend too hard, you're just basically moving the product everywhere. Like it's not really sitting in the place that you're blending it. So yes, so just keep that in mind. You don't really, like I said, have to take the brush off your face when you're blending. This to me is key because it's so easy to tell like when your makeup isn't blended. Listen, I'm telling you because I do it all the time, and I'm telling you that it's noticeable and it's annoying. So just take your time. So if you're doing this before work, you're doing this, you know, getting ready, give yourself enough time to do your brows, because I feel like this is the most like tedious part of makeup. Okay.
Still OP on the beat.
And then here I'm just gonna do the same thing that I did for the other brow on this side. Same exact process. This one I went like right underneath my eyebrow because I was kind of like rushing. But yeah, so basically you can see like I take the product and I kind of drag it down. I kept this clip in because it shows you that like it's not a perfect brow, in the sense that this brow I didn't take my time, and I tried to basically rush, in the sense that like I wasn't taking my time shaping them, but for the most part I got the job done. Then to finish up the brows, I take the concealer and I place it over my lid to basically have a even I guess an even base, because sometimes obviously when you're doing your eyebrows, like you don't want it to look like you just only put concealer underneath your brows. Like it just looks weird. But yeah, and sometimes this works because like half the time we're wearing a mask at work or whatever, so you don't even gotta like go and do a full face really, but this just gives you like a brighter eyelid. But when you're doing this, just make sure that obviously that you are blending out that concealer, and this is where the part of it being matte sets in, because I feel like it's self-set, so you don't really have to go super hard and like set it with powder. If you have oily lids, then obviously you can't really skip that step, but if you have normal skin or like regular lids, you can honestly leave it here, because this concealer is really thick and really like it dries really fast, and it almost like self sets. So but I like to at least put a little bit of powder on my lid. And yeah, dolls, that is really how I do my brows. This is the routine I've been sticking with. If you have any suggestions on what you do with your brows, leave them down below.